Right from when I was a kid, I always loved videos, movies. I mean, you always find me in front of the TV 24/7. If it's a holiday, I'm right in front of the TV. I'm just like 2 feet away from the TV every time right when I was a kid. And movies has always been my life. Storytelling, it's just everything. I remember one time when I was a kid, I saw a movie, one late movie one night, and I actually creeped out to watch the movie. Everyone had slept, so in the morning I wanted to tell the story to my brothers. And I was sharing the story to an extent. They weren't actually catching what I saw, so I decided to animate the story. I started adding a few things to the story. So it became so interesting. These guys, they loved the story. And I felt like, whoa. So when they actually now saw the original movie, they were like, the movie we saw was different from what you told us. I'm like, really? Yeah. I said, well, I added a few things. I said, well, what you did was great. So that's how I started telling stories. I started creating stories, making up my own information, put them together, just thinking in general. So it got to a point, a lot of people, I meet people who say, I'm writing a book. When someone said I'm writing a book, I thought it was like a big deal, like a book. So one day, one dude who, we call him a geek, he came over to my house and they said, this guy's writing a book. So I said, okay, could you tell me a bit about the book? He says about one blind killer, blind killer. What about a blind killer? He said he does his killing with magic and everything. He shoots, he never misses. Like, that's a story you're telling. See, yes, the book is a story. I said, normally I'm not a bookkeeper, so I don't read too much. But at that point, I realized, okay, a book is not an issue. A book is just some story being told. So I had to read a book. And I'm like, whoa, it's just like another story. And I was really young then. But telling stories was good. I never decided to write. I was really scared of writing. Until a couple of years back, a friend of mine sat down. He was telling me about a book he wanted to write. He's been writing for about he's writing actually. He's writing about 4 years, and the information was, he was not done yet. So when I'm done with my book, So right then, while he was sitting in front of me, I gave him a whole brand new story. I just poured it to him, just created right there and gave it to him. The guy was like, wow. He said, you just created this? I said, yeah. He said, do another one. And I created a fresh story for him, which was like out of this world. And he said, PJ, let me tell you something. Among the biggest top 10 storytellers in the world, I think you fall into the top 10, but you're the worst writer in the world. And I said, why did you say that? I said, because if Hollywood comes tomorrow and say, we heard about you, what have you done? Let's see what you've done. Would you sit them down and start telling them your story, or would you show them what you've done? So that's when it actually dawned on me that I needed to go to the pen and the paper. So starting was very difficult. First of all, I thought, like, if I write a story, when would Hollywood come for it? How long will it take me to get to Hollywood? So I thought about, okay, a book. If I write a book, put it on the shelf, Hollywood will look for it. So I decided to start. But starting was difficult. It took me a while to start. The first book I was writing was titled The Sins of the Son, and it took me a whole lot. And I was writing, and the next one came up, the third one came up, and as it is right now, one of my books is being discussed in Hollywood as we speak. I just sent it to Auto House. I've not even finished paying them, and they already called me and said a movie's going to come out of it, a big movie that we should actually settle on the deal thing, and which I'm really good with. But that aside, I always wanted to shoot my own movie, and when I wanted to shoot the movie, the idea of where the money going to come from, I had nothing to do with it. No money. I just had a company with my friend. We're doing media, but we didn't have much. But I just told myself, like the book, you have to start. So I wrote the script. And my friend who wanted to actually sponsor the movie backed out. So it became real difficult. But I kept persisting. I said, okay, I've already started. One way or the other, the money will come. And trust me, in the space of 3 months, the money came. We shot the biggest gospel movie in the country. And as it is right now, the movie is going to be premiering shortly. My name is Prince Jeffery Botu. I am the CEO, Botu Global.